Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my Tesla Model S 2021 long range version. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a nice waterless wash today, and I'll show you how that actually works if you're curious about how to do a waterless wash. I really like to do those quite a bit because you can do them inside your garage. You're not actually using your hose at all. I'll walk you through the details about that. You do a panel by panel to really get the car clean. I like doing it a lot because you get to do it in the garage, and you also, I think you do a better job of it. You don't really wait for your car to get fully dirty, but when it gets dusty or some rain specks on the car and things like that, it's a really good time to do a nice waterless wash. It's a little bit faster than normal as well, and I think it does a pretty good job. The materials you use are going to be critical because you don't want to use any materials that are actually going to scratch the paint. There's a lot of debates online right now about certain types of materials and cloths that might actually scratch the paint itself. But the car does need a little bit of cleaning. You can see there's some specks of dirt all over the car. You know, black cars overall are hard to keep clean. A lot of fingerprints from going in and out of the doors, things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up today. Let me walk you through the materials I'm gonna use real quick so you can see those. So you can see we have some McGregor's all-wheel and tire cleaner. We have a kind of an off-brand or an Adams cleaner and polish as well for the wheels. We've got Armol that we're gonna be using for the tires. I have some Windex just in case I need to do anything with the inside windows as well. And then we're using this EcoTouch waterless car wash. This is some stuff I bought a couple years ago, and they actually don't make it anymore. So I've kind of moved over to this no rinse, wash and shine water bottle. I bought this on Amazon, pretty easy to get. You pour about a cap full or maybe about 10% into this bottle here. And then you put the rest of water in there, shake it up, and that's going to give you the fluid you want. You do want to get a spray bottle. You'll see when I'm doing certain panels, you'll notice how that process actually goes. I have a water bottle for myself there, as it is pretty warm here today, so I'll be drinking that. And then this is one of the most important parts is you want to use a fiber cloth here. This is going to help out quite a bit. It also prevents scratching on the car. You're going to do panels. You're going to use one for drying and one for applying the water and the eco-friendly rinse. And I'll walk you through that in detail. Usually I'll swap colors out. So I'm going to go ahead and use these blue ones to apply it. And then I'll use these lighter one, yellow, light blue, and the green to wipe it off. And it's really that easy. So let me show you how we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna take some of this Eco waterless rinse. I'm gonna shake it up here pretty good. And then we'll go over to the car itself. And essentially you do a panel by panel is the process around it. I'm gonna start off with the front hood. It's typically where I would start. You know, you can start on the windshield or the top of the car, whatever you want to do. It really doesn't matter. So the way I've been doing this is I'll just spray the entire hood with this stuff, get it somewhat drenched. Again, if the car's not too dirty, it's not that big of a deal. So you can see I'm just getting it plenty drenched on the hood, and I'll be doing the fenders and the windshield throughout the day. But you can see you get it pretty drenched well. And then I'm gonna go over here, grab my blue cloth here. This again is gonna be the one where I do my first rinse. And then the yellow cloth will be to dry it off. And I'll show you how easy this process is to actually do this. So it's a lot easier than most people may think. So let me set this aside as I'm holding the camera. But the first cloth, you just simply put it on, and all you do is just pull down. Real nice and easy, and that's it. I'm gonna do a rinse up. This is how easy it is. It's not difficult at all to do this. And when I get about halfway, I'm not pressing hard or anything. just simply just rinsing it off. So if you press too hard, that's where you can get into scratches. Now I'm using the dry cloth to do another surface area. And you can see by doing that, it really gets it nice and clean, and it's beautiful. So it's really that easy. I think you guys will find doing these waterless washes really nice, but look at the paint now. I mean, that's just beautiful. So real easy to do. I really prefer this, definitely recommend it. So take a look at the car wash. I'll chime in here a couple times. Otherwise, we're gonna kind of do fast motion as I charge here, and I'll stop on certain panels and give you some more details about that. All right, guys, let's get started. Okay, as you can see here, we've got this front left panel all drenched here. We're gonna wipe this down, but again, you can see how easy it is to do this. I purposely skipped the hood as you saw me doing that earlier, but you just drench the front panel. I kind of went in on the front headlight as well, all the way down to the front bumper, so you can see how the detail actually works here. And we'll also hit the wheels and tires as well, but we're gonna use the wheel and tire cleaner that I was showing you earlier. So you can see I've made my way to the back of the car now. One of the things that you'll notice, your dry towel is going to get a little wet. So one of the things that I always like to do is use a quarter panel at a time. So you can just fold it inside out. And then a lot of times you'll have another corner that's completely dry to actually dry off those parts of the car. The wet one you can keep wet, that's fine. And then when this gets too wet, then go ahead and replace it with one of the other towels that you have. Okay, so it's really that easy. You just do panel by panel. First use the wet cloth to wipe everything off, and then you use the dry cloth to get it fully dry. That's it. Don't press too hard, otherwise you're going to get scratches. But if you're pretty easy going about it, you shouldn't have any problems. So in the middle of washing, I always try to open up the doors, and you get some of the dust and dirt that's in the cracks here. You can just use the wet side of the cloth to actually get these little dirt fragments. It's always a good idea to get this stuff while you're washing. See all the dust down here? So using just a simple cloth like this makes it a lot easier to just get all that dust in the cracks and everything. But something I highly recommend if you want to keep your car in good shape for many years to come. So just another helpful hint there. Okay, last part is we're going to do the front end, the front fender that kind of comes out here and get into the cracks down there. But we've washed the car pretty quickly here, so I'll give you a time at the end of the video. But let's go ahead and do the front bumper here. So we're just gonna spray our stuff on again, kind of top from bottom. Remember, we already got the hood, so you wanna be a little bit careful and just get it on there. You don't need to let the stuff sit too long. Again, really it's for dust and very simple washes, but it can be quick and it gives you that showroom finish quickly. All right, let's go ahead and finish this up. Okay, you can see here that I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this wheel and tire cleaner on the front tire, but you'll see how easy this is to do. You want this to sit for like a minute or two per wheel and tire. So I usually do one side at a time. So you just pretty much, this is kind of a foam cleaner. Just try not to get it on your pinions of the car. It's also good for your, even putting it on your calipers. And then once we get the wheels clean, we'll go ahead and put some Armor All on the car as well.
And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you.
Okay, so we got the car all washed, the rims cleaned, the tires armored. It's looking really good. Take a look at the work I did. You can see we did each panel at a time. We used a wet cloth and with very light rubbing. You do not want to press down hard. You can scratch the paint. We use a microfiber cloth to dry it off. And when it got too wet, we changed it out for another one. But you can see the paint looks amazing and very clean. Hopefully you guys don't see any spots I missed. But overall, just looks beautiful. As you know, we really love the lines on this car, just gorgeous. Rims all clean, dry. Everything's looking really good. Please subscribe to my channel. Put any comments or questions down below. If you guys do a waterless wash also, let me know if you do anything different. Some people spray the wet liquid directly on the towel. I like to spray it on the paint. So there's a lot of different people that do it differently. But if you're an expert in this, love to hear from you. I am not classifying myself as an expert. So would love to get your thoughts and opinions if I did a good job or not. But again, please subscribe. Let me know what other videos you want to do. I will let you know I am going to be doing a road trip in this car next week, and I'll certainly put that on video. We're going to do a lot of things with autopilot, long driving. We're also going to do some supercharging, and since this new Tesla Model S long range version is able to supposedly use the superchargers level 3, which should allow us to get 250 kilowatts an hour. I'll certainly be video shooting that for all of you as well. And before I get started on the trip, we are going to charge the battery in full. So I'm hoping to see 400, slightly over 400 miles that the battery will be able to do. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'll get that on video for all of you guys. Again, if you guys have any questions at all, please let me know. More than happy to take care of any video requests or anything you guys want. So please subscribe, send it over to other subscribers, please. And if you are planning on ordering your own Tesla Model S, the new one, please use my referral link at the bottom of this video and at the end of the video. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.